Okay, hello everybody. So today I'm going to be scaling Poppy Playtime, but with a twist. So instead of the regular scaling, I'll be figuring out how high can this diverse scale without the multi-city block catnap feat. So yeah, that's kind of the only change I'll be doing. So let's get started. So we do know first that the bigger bodies are like casually able to subdue people. Like it's very consistent in the character narrative. So like yeah, that's just a lot of wall level. And to make wall level consistent, W was able to knock down a concrete pillar, which also came down to wall level. Now for the wall level plus stuff, Huggy at the end of chapter 1 busted open a metal door, which was calculated 2 wall level plus, and Prototype was able to break out of being encased in ice, which came down to a very similar wall level plus. Now on for small building stuff, where this is where it gets the most consistent. So Dowie was able to hold up the tunnel driller, which came around the small building. Injured Huggy at the start of chapter 5 was able to break open a gas chamber door, which also came around the small building. And even the protagonist, yeah, the human character, survived a train crash, which also came down to small building. And bigger bodies calculated to one-shot him, get into a deeper level of small building. So it becomes even more consistent. So yeah, and even there's another interpretation of the catnap green hand feat that ironically still gets it to small building. You start to see the amount of consistency there is here. And out for the building level stuff. So, Prototype was hit with multiple barrels, like in a train boss fight, which was calculated to be building plus level. And now for the large building stuff. He was able to survive the train crash, which the type of train being used, the speed of the train, and the destructive range all came over to it getting all the way up to large building. We do know that the toys parts were on Prototype at the time, so the toys should also scale to the train crash feats as well. But there is a higher end interpretation for the verse as a whole. So since we know the protagonist survives the train crash and one-shotting protagonist gets into a deeper small building, we can easily actually just simply scale the grab pack to that deeper small building, as I said, to one-shot people in a sense. And we know at the beginning areas of chapter 2, Mommy Longlegs just ripped the red hand off the rest of the grab pack, which actually, off multiplying that, it got all the way into the small city block range. And Prototype was able to one-shot injured Huggy, and the arm Prototype had was that of a Huggy after he fell, meaning injured Huggy would scale to that large building, and to one-shot him calculated itself into city block level. But we know this would upscale both Prime Huggy and Prime Kissy, since they were Kissy was able to hurt Prototype in the first place. So yeah, without the catnap multi-city block feat, the verse can still achieve city block level